Okay, hello. This is Quintus Hegie, Master Hypnotist. Today I'm doing an interview with my client Paul, and I'm now in Budapest, Hungary. It's really great here. We just finished the last hypnosis mind training session, and now I'm gonna ask some questions about it to Paul here. Maybe can you briefly introduce yourself? Who are you?
Sure, my name is Paul. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm location independent entrepreneur. I work in the finance space, and that's me.
Cool. So when you choose for this mind training, what was the issue or challenge you were facing with?
I just simply wanted to improve my productivity and be more consistent with my productivity, make it more effortless.
How did you learn about hypnosis as one of the ways to tackle this challenge?
A friend of mine met you and did a session with you, and then he said good things about it, so I decided to contact you, and that's how we got in touch.
Why did you explicitly choose them for mind training?
Why I explicitly chose...
Yeah, compared to like other methods of learning about productivity?
I know a lot of things about productivity already that are kind of external tools.
Yeah.
Scheduling and time blocks and stuff like that. For me, the issue was, I felt like it was more of an internal issue that was probably found somewhere in the subconscious that you don't really access with these external tools. So that's why it seemed like the right fit.
Yes, indeed. Because with the mind training, hypnosis, we work into trance, and there we actually go to your subconscious and find what is blocking or preventing you from achieving what you want and making the change that you're looking for. Can you briefly describe what we did in the last 1.5 weeks?
We did 5 different sessions going into different parts of the subconscious, I guess you could say. And each time had a specific theme, and then went into trance and basically tackled those different issues. Could be childhood related, and it was also quite customized, so that was nice. It was, you asked me some questions while I was in trance, then you built upon those specific things that I said. It wasn't just like a scripted thing, I felt.
Well, definitely before the sessions I prepared to make them really personalized. What difference did you experience, if any, between like if I will do this remotely or if I come to your place flying?
First of all, you're not going to have any latency issues or something like that. It's not going to be laggy. There's not going to be, you can feel the person there, obviously. I think it's more powerful in person, of course, because you are in the same environment, not just virtually.
Yeah. It both works, even remote, and when I'm here, then I have much more things that I can do and help you with, especially to make it more customized, as I see how you respond to it better and from different angles. So what was your most surprising insight from the mind training? What really stood out?
That is quite simple tools, actually. I think before I was always imagining, you go into a trance and you're getting sleepy and I don't know, but it feels like pretty normal, actually.
Yeah.
It's not so woo-woo as you might think. So that was maybe something that was a bit surprising, but overall I wasn't that surprised by anything, I think.
Yeah, it's a thing that almost every person can easily access. Yeah, and in the mind training we actually use it for the purpose that you're having the challenge to overcome that challenge, but it's something very natural for every person. So, what kind of important decisions were you able to make now you got this mind training?
I don't know if I made any really important new decisions that I didn't already know, but maybe it created more clarity.
One of the things we did was in the beginning we make like a first assessment of what are the good things to do to have basically in your life in order, to allow to grow and to be highly performant, and you ranked quite well already on that. Right? you're already quite a lot doing with self-development. So
Sure.
yeah, it was really good. So I really like to work with you because you're like I know when we also tackle the subconscious mind here, then it just stacks upon all the things that you are doing very good already. So with the exercises and the external ways of productivity, the knowledge about it. So that's really what things got extra reassurance for you now that you did this training? Were there certain things that you I'm here already on a good way?
Yeah, I felt overall I was already on the right track. I just felt like every once in a while I'd be like taken back to my old poor habits.
Yeah.
So I think it just helped reinforce the good ones I already built even more, and give me some tools. You know, if I do, like it took away some of the resistance. I think that I feel sometimes if I'm not feeling productive or something like that. It just gives you some good tools you can use in those situations, and that was good.
Yeah, especially in the third session, we really focused on what were the things that are in your subconscious, can be from your past, can be some ideas that are no longer supported for you, how we could find them and change their energy with them.
Yeah.
Really,
it does reframe, like if you have past experiences or associations with something, then it can help reframe those into something that's actually helping you towards achieving the things you want to achieve, rather than having a big internal battle somehow.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is really about the inner mind, and here if there's a battle in there, then it can easily fall back to what you have learned and believed in the past. So, and with mind training, we focus on reprogramming there the energy, giving it a different flow, and then it's just like you have like a new insight, and from that moment you cannot unthink it anymore. So that's really the nice thing here. How do you now feel about having solved this challenge of productivity in your mind, in your subconscious mind?
I mean, it feels good. I don't know if I completely solved it, but it's nice to know that your subconscious is more on your team than it was before, and then as you always say, it's like it's an instant change. So then the wheels kind of keep turning from the point that you make the change without you having to think about it, which is good to know.
That's good, eh? That's cool. Yeah. Your subconscious works really like a genie in a bottle, and if you give it the right instructions, then it will start helping you out instead of it's operating on instructions that are actually like preventing you from having the success, for example, because you don't accept for yourself to have this success. So, how did you experience me, Quintus Hegie, as your master hypnotist?
That sucked. It was the worst.
No, it was the worst.
No, it was good. I don't know what to say. Like, it's nice to work with you, but yeah, it was. I felt safe. I felt in good hands. I feel that you want the best for me. So I think that's the most important. So I feel I trust you. I think that's probably the most important thing when you're working on your inner world. Yeah. Yes, true. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, trust is very important, very good, because we really go to your some of your memories, and they are very personal. So every time I coach someone, all the sessions are very private and confidential. Do you have any tips and tops for me, perhaps, just if you would like to do a similar session again, some attention points or
like feedback for you specifically?
Yeah, feedback for me. Yeah.
I'd have to think about it a little bit, but there are nothing in specific. Like, I think you did well, but I can think of some feedback points if you want, and I write them down. I think it's easier.
Yeah. One extra insight I got from the sessions here, because you had a bit of an injury, so for me it's especially with when I'm live there with you working, then to take that good into account in the exercises that you do, because sometimes it can be a bit abrupt, so to say. It's still safe, but I want to make sure that you're always feeling very safe if you're in the trance. So that was something.
Yeah, that could be something, because then it's not like something to think about. If I'm going into trance and I feel like, oh, my back is hurting, then it's important for me to know, okay, there's not going to be anything that's like any position or something like that my back could feel worse in. Something like that. So that's true. Yeah.
This is mind training, and is there a difference between doing it remote or with a flying? Like especially flying hypnosis we did?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, just try it first. Try a remote hypnosis session. Just, pretty easy to schedule a call and do it, and see if it's for you. And then if it is, then you can talk further. I think that's the nicest way to go about it. And now just say, yeah, try it. Then you know what it is. It's not too scary once you start.
Yeah, good. I really like what you say, because if you're a bit like you want to put your toe in the water, then doing it remote, that's very safe. So you can really give a sneak review here, and already do the first change and trance work. And if you really want to dive deeper, then after that, for the second sessions, we schedule to fly in. So the main thing I also liked about it, that I got a bit more insight also to your life, like how you approach things and what are your anchors in your environment, so that I could further personalize the sessions to remove the things that are holding you back, and also incorporate certain new habits into habits you already have. Like, for example, you have a ritual that you stand in the mirror, in front of the mirror. These are very handy for me to know, so that I can really personalize and customize it for you for the most effect. In all, I had a very good time here, and I also got to learn you a lot better, and also learned a lot from you. You're working on some very great stuff, something coming up, and I really appreciate that you also show me a bit about your purpose and your things in life that you're working on. Thanks very much. So my name is Quintus Hegie, Master Hypnotist. I do remote and flying sessions, and there's a few conditions for if I do the flying, but I can discuss them with you. If you have any questions where you're considering about does this fit the mind training, will that help me solve my problems, just enter them below if there are genuine questions, enter them below in the chat, or send me a direct message via one of my social media or via my website. Thanks very much, and thanks again, Paul. Very pleasure to have worked with you. Yes.